Good afternoon, Renee. How are you?
Tina, I'm trying to tell you, I am so excited today. I am wonderful. How
Oh,
about you?
I am absolutely fantabulous.
Okay, good, good, good. I got some. I got a good stars.
Okay, that's okay. Hey,
Yeah, but
we
I'm
are.
okay. I'm okay. All is well. All is well. All is lovely. All is beautiful. I'm so excited and really,
hmm
really thrilled about today
Yes.
because it's a day that we got a special guest. It's a day that we've got a lot of love coming into the flow of the show. I am
Yes.
so excited because
Me
waiting in the
too.
wings is our special guest, Yemaja Jubilee. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is here. She is here.
Yes.
And we are just thrilled to have her with us today. So hold on to your
hmm
seats because we're gonna get in a flow it's just gonna knock your socks off. Yeah, it's gonna knock your socks off.
Yes, it
So
is.
so, ladies and gentlemen, and Tina, you look beautiful. You are. I'm so
Oh,
glad to
thank
always see
you.
you looking healthy and well and
Thank
fab as
you.
usual. Absolutely, absolutely. So let's officially get the show on the road because we got some things to talk about. Can't wait to get into the conversation. Catch up with Yamaja, we did this show gonna be set on fire today. Come on, y'all. So
hmm Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you all officially to the Power Up Show with Renee and Tina. And thank you all so much for joining us. And our topic today is we're going to be talking about longevity, life, and love with our special guest, Yamaja Jubilee. And so
Yes.
we welcome all of you all officially here. Enjoy, like, and share, and all. And we want you to know that the Power Up Show is brought to you by Cameo Models International. And the meaning of Cameo, the C is Christ, A is anointing, M is to manifest, E is to edify the Lord, O is the opportunities of God's purpose and plan for you, for me, for all who enter our doors. I I get excited every time I
Yes.
share that. Every time I share that,
Yes.
every time I share that. But ladies and gentlemen, our show is purpose driven and it is designed for those that have a purpose in this life in modeling, acting, dancing, and singing.
Yes.
That's where we are coming from. We want to be able to help people to know how to do this business and get into this business the right way, do things the right way. And not to have to fumble around when it comes to your dreams and discovery of all of your greatness. So that's what this platform is all about. And Tina and I bring to you every week the expertise, the experiences, and the excellence that we have actually truly experienced. And we bring
hmm
it to you to help you. Okay. And especially parents with children and teens, those young at heart, those trendsetters that still got it going on. We're here for you. Purpose driven
Yes.
for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, at
Exactly.
this time, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the beautiful Tina Otero, and she's going to
Oh,
bring you
bless
our
you.
sponsors. Yes,
Okay. Thank you so much, Renee. And you are
you're
beautiful as
welcome.
well. Yes,
Thank you,
indeedy.
Tina.
Yes, and our wonderful sponsors, we have Studio W Buzz. You're going to go to www.studiowbuzz.com. That's global radio. You get to hear us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Yes, you will. And we have CVE, Christian Vision Entertainment. You're going to go to www.watchcve.com and get that monthly subscription, which is just $2.95 each month, and you get to see us on there also. And we have Color Me Fabulous, Fierce, and Beautiful with Miss Renee Lacy and Flory Roberts. Yes, yes, yes,
Hey,
yes. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. So give her a call so you can have your beauty consultation. Yes, indeed. And of course, last but not least, we have Cameo Models International. You're going to visit our website, which is www.cameomodelonline.com. That's cameomodelonline.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're going to go ahead and put in the search on YouTube, Cameo Models International. Click that subscribe button and click that notification bell, and you'll get to watch us here also. And Facebook, Cameo Models International. Go ahead and friend us so you can get all the latest updates and information from Cameo Models International, that's for sure. And follow us on Instagram. Yes, indeedy. You're going to put in Cameo Models _Internationale. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So you can stay abreast of what's going on in the industry and the RVA and DMV and internationally also. So feel free to join us and follow us. And I'm going to indicate again, for those of you that really want to get into this business, go to our website, cameomodelonline.com, scroll down slightly, click that beautiful green button so you can get your 20-minute consultation with Miss Renee Lacy. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. And back to you, Renee.
Thank you, Tina. Before we get the
Yes.
show started, I like to power up everybody. So come on, power up, power up, power up with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you today to decide to persevere, decide to persist, and decide to insist that you're going to get up, you're going to rise up, and you're going to level up to be the difference that this whole world is shouting about today, that you are going to make a decision to be the difference and make a difference and really just get up and get out there and make some things happen. Somebody already laid down for you, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jesus. He already laid down for you so you could be great today. So I'm encouraging everybody to think up, to power up. It is time to persevere. It is time to persist. It is time to insist on the change that you want to see on this earth. It is time for you to be about creating greater on this earth. It is time, everybody, to persevere. So come on, power up, power up, power up with me and decide to persevere. Come on, everybody, let's do it. So, girl, that's how I do it, Tina. That's how I do it.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
And
So,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Here we go. Here we go. It's about showtime right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, today our topic is longevity, life, and love. And our special guest is Yemaja Jubilee. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
welcome Yemaja Jubilee to the show.
Welcome.
And I have to
Yes.
share with everybody a little bit of her background before we start shouting and screaming and getting all excited and getting off the track. You got to stay in the flow because we're going to be shouting today. But ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you a little bit about Yemaja Jubilee and her background. First of all, she is a lovely, most beautiful, phenomenal woman. She is filled with light, love, and energy. She embodies each day with love. She is a life coach. She has produced stage productions. She is the author of many books. She has produced and been involved with movies, and she is a most awesome poet. And we're going to get to experience her today. She's the founder of Cultural Libations. She's a world traveler. She is in touch and she is in tune. She is continuing to emerge and to evolve in all aspects of life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Power Up Show with Renee and Tina, Yemaja Jubilee. Come on.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you all for having me today. I am a spirit being living in a human body, having a human experience.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you have this ability to share with all of us how you're able to live a life in that way. And this how to, we're going to dive into all of this today, Yemaja, so that you can share with us how it is done to really and truly to live a life of longevity, life, and love. Back to you, Tina.
Yes, indeed. Longevity of life. What does this mean, and what's your secret?
Well, I don't like that word longevity. I have to tell you that.
Okay.
Because you can have a quality life no matter how long or how short. It's what you believe in and how you believe in how you carry yourself. Some of us get this blessed, like my dad's 93 years old. He get to stay on this earth. And my great grandmother was 105 when she left. All right. My mother was only like 74, 75. But it's what you put into your life that matters. And I do believe that the key to having a quality life is always based in God. It's always got to be based in God. And for me, what I do is just remember that no matter where I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing, I got to put God first. And with that comes a clearness of mind. With that comes peace of mind. With that comes, if you do something, you don't get all caught up in that ego. You making amends. You keep on moving. You keep on growing. And you keep on being who you are. We're human. And acknowledging that humanness and having gratitude. You got to be thankful for what you have. Because gratitude is the highest energy vibration with love and gratitude. And you can tell when you go around somebody whether they have that or not. So I make it a policy of not interacting with people that with lower vibration. And longevity, it's the quality of life. It's what it is.
Yes. You're absolutely right. God's got to be in it, and with everything that you do. We have that platform at Cameo. Without God being in, we can't do it. Cannot do it. So with that being said, Yemaja, I want to know about this spirit of love and how to really and truly live in love and how do we achieve it?
Well, one of the things first you have to define love, but we're not talking about passionate, sexual, all that kind of type of love. We're talking about love in this pure agape love, the love that we were created in. What I always say is we were created in love, by love, for love, to be loved.
There it is.
There you go.
We were created in love, and we are masterpiece. Renee, we've talked about this many, many times about the masterpiece that we are. And when you can remember that, you're made in love. Now, how can you go wrong but we just forgot. Being in the humans that we are, we have totally forgot. And it's not intentional. Because when we come into the world, we are programmed to forget who we really are. From birth, with family systems, all the different systems, the government and all the stuff that's going on now. People have forgotten who they are. They forgot that they were made by a divine one that's made everything in love and always has our back. They have forgotten. And that's what we do when we're not living in love. And you can't, if you don't love yourself, you can't show it.
Tell me about it.
True.
Tell me about it. Love with yourself.
True.
And not a selfishness that you better than or you less than, but feeling worthy and deserving.
There we go. There we go. Tina and I have been talking about self-worth, and self-value, and self-respect, and self-acceptance for a few weeks now. We get it. We understand. Audience, I hope you are listening and understanding how to fill up on love. Tina, back to you.
Yes, indeed. So, like you say, Yemaja, about your frequency, your vibration, you got to keep that high, and help those that don't know where and how to find love for themselves and do it in a loving way. That really helps them a lot. That's for sure.
Right.
And I want to know, what is your motto?
Well, what I live my life by is this. I remember that breath is life. Then I remember who the giver of the breath is. And that breath connects us all. So breath is life. And when we breathe in together, that connects us. You got a whole lot of people around the globe listening to you, but breath will connect us. And then when we breathe in and connect, my motto is to live life in full expression.
Come on, man.
You got to live in full expression because, again, going back to longevity, you don't know how long you're going to be here. You don't know whether my mother used to sing this song, which is one of my favorite songs. When I rose this morning, I didn't have no doubt. Okay. That's one of my favorite songs. And she would sing that. She knew that God would take care. And that's what she embedded me. My mother was the example of love. That's where I got that from. It's from my mother, Marie Harris Brown. So breath is life. And life is meant to be lived in full expression. All right.
Yes,
and it's full expression. You got to put the throttle on. You got to put the hammer down. Not believe in impossibilities, because Renee, you always talk about possibility things.
Yes, I do.
I don't believe. I don't believe in boxes, because boxes is a man concept. With God, there are infinite possibilities. All right.
Come on.
Infinite possibilities, and the way that we think, whatever we think about, we bring about, and we just again, I go back to we just forgot. And we hang around all these people that bring us down, that don't pull us up, that don't support us. How else do you
I can't do it. I don't live there. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. Like possibility thinking is where I'm at. And
Yep.
that just reminds me of how God gave us this ability to be able to create. And so if you happen to be around folks that is pulling it down, create a new situation that will
Yep.
lift you and encourage you and move you forward into a new community that on the same page or close to the same page to help you to continue to create and stay in possibility thinking. I wake up every day with new platforms, new systems, new. The creation never stops inside.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Inside,
yes. And can I add this? There's a saying
Sure.
that I learned in sales. You can change the people around you, or you can change the people around you. One you can do, one you can't. That's so true.
You can't change anybody but yourself, and
Nope.
then you need God's help to make the change.
Yes.
You have to turn it over.
You better believe it.
Ask for directions, and sometimes our pain is our greatest teacher.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. You have what they call the dark night of the soul, or you might have, you fall down, but that's all. We fall down, but we get up.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
The resilience comes from God. But pain will teach you until you feel deserving, until you love yourself. Pain is going to be your teacher until you change your mind.
Yep.
Speak.
Thoughts, okay?
Yes, indeed.
Speak, Yemaja. Bring that truth.
It will teach you. We struggle internally with our own self. I call it the battle with me, myself, and I.
Okay.
So, you have to look at all of that as well.
True.
You do. It's time to celebrate our sponsors. Tina, take it away.
Yes, indeed. Studio W Buzz, you're going to go to www.studiowbuzz.com for global international radio. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and go to the YouTube, put in Cameo Models Internationale, that's spelled at the end, A-L-E, Internationale, and go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Cameo Models _Internationale. Follow us on Facebook, Cameo Models Internationale. And don't forget to watch us on CVE, Christian Vision Entertainment. That's www.watchcve.com. And thank you so much for following us and being with us. We really appreciate you. Go ahead,
Renee. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are in the flow with the great Yemaja Jubilee. And you heard me mention that she is one of the co-founders of Cultural Libations. So right now we want to find out a little bit about Cultural Libations. Yemaja?
Well, Elroy Boyd III, I guess about 5, maybe 6 years ago, said, we need to put together our own production company because we had ideas that we could not implement, and we didn't want anybody else. We wanted to have full range of control over those stage. We didn't want to do somebody else's stuff. We wanted to write, direct, and produce things that we jointly wrote. All right. So Cultural Libation came out of that. It was Roy's idea. All right. And he asked me, well, what did I think of it? I thought it was great because one of the things that I know about him, he has a lot of expertise in theater and the arts and speech and all of that. But when he said that, it really rang a bell with me. So that's why we came together and formed Cultural Libation. And the name itself is Afrocentric. All right. Because we wanted to distinguish ourselves as being an African-American company that did only African-American productions. All right. And we decided that, you could express humanness in the arts on stage. We could write the characters, mold them, shape them the way that we wanted to be. So Cultural Libations, that's how that came to be. We worked on that. And first we had some obstacles in doing it, but scared money never wins a bet. All right.
That's right.
That's true.
So it was risky, but it paid off.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Tina?
Yes, indeed. Talk about the stage productions that you worked on or created, a preparation backstage to presentation.
Well, one of the things, that's a process because first of all, the divine has to give you the idea. Divine gives you the idea of what you're going to put on stage. The first stage production that we did was based on my book. I couldn't keep it to myself, which was a choreo poem. And Roy took my poems. Now I wrote all the poems, but Roy had this idea, okay, let's make it into a choreo poem. And a choreo poem, you put the music and the movement and the actresses express it. There had to be 7 women in it. And he came up with the idea of how to do it. And I remember the first time I heard my poems being read aloud, because we did a stage table reading at VCU. And I sat there and I cried. Because it was my stuff. And I'm saying, who wrote this? Who did this? But he was doing a magnificent job of putting it together with the actresses, and they were auditioning and having a table read. So that was our first production. That production won the Acts of Faith in 2015. It has been in DC for the Black Theater Festival. It has been in Charlottesville. It has been a lot of different places. When the Acts of Faith did it, we held it at Unity, where we had the conference at. We had it there, had a house there. So that was the first production. So after that, we said, okay, what is it that we really want to write about? So we went and we saw, it was the anniversary of Minnie Riverton. And Roy said, I always want to do something about Minnie Riverton. Okay, so what we did, we researched. You have to research stuff. It's a lot of work because you want actual facts. We researched Minnie Riverton personally, publicly, and her record, and her discography. We researched all of that stuff and sat down and started writing. And the characters just kind of evolved because we had a 12-year-old to play this little person with Belinda Todd in it, because we had put him way out in space, bringing a message.
Yes.
That was like an angel coming to Minnie and telling Minnie that she had this gift, right?
Okay.
And the characters blossomed with the story interwoven between it, and then all the songs. And Angela Crawley played Minnie Riverton. We had a fantastic show. That was the first one. But we always research, write, audition, study. Sometimes you have to understudy. You have to get someone else. It really is, when you're working with actors, right? It can go. You have to have understudies.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Sometimes somebody does not work out, and sometimes people's ego get all into it, and then they want to tell you how to do what you have written. They want to do it their way. And it really is. Yeah. But then you have to find a nice way to say, hey, we thank you for that, but that's not how we wanted to see it on stage. That happened with Vivacious. And then after Vivacious, we did The Spirit and Soul of James Brown.
Wow.
Love it.
We went to see the James Brown movie, and we didn't like the way it was done. We didn't like that they didn't highlight a whole lot of good things about Mr. Brown. All right.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Because the man has a life, and when they put it on Hollywood, they're gonna do some other. Not that the quality of the movie wasn't good, but we liked the movie. But we wanted to do something good about James Brown.
Yes. Yes.
So we read every book. We even went to Augusta and visited all the places. We visited all these places.
Cool.
Yeah. Then we called Martha Hyde. We called Martha Hyde. She was in Paris, but she couldn't come to the production. But we wrote that. We wrote that too from all the stuff that we had gathered, and we wrote only good things. And what made that production? We had a full band. Okay. We had a full band.
Cool.
It was work. I have to tell you, it was work. And then we had an understudy for James Brown, because the first person didn't work out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Successful production. I'm gonna move on a little bit quicker here so I can finish up.
Sure.
The next production we called Blues Gal. All right.
Okay.
Again, we went to see the movie about Bessie Smith. All right. And we decided that there were a whole lot of other women that were into blues that didn't get they don't get any recognition, right? So we sat down and we researched all of that. We researched everything, and it takes us a while to write something. It'll take 6 months. You take 6 months to write it, and then you rewrite it, and then you have to audition. Then you have to get the actors in. Then you got to find a place to rehearse. Blues Gal was a great success. All right. And then you have to incorporate something else in there. So what we did with Blues Gal, we had been to Paris. We were in Paris. And what happened, we decided that we would honor someone, lady who sings blues here, that we would honor her in the midst of doing this play with that. We honored her. We honored her for what she has contributed to blues. So that turned out really, really well too. So those are things that we've done. And one of the things that happens is, like I said, it takes a long time to write, produce, get everything together and bring it to stage. And all of our stage production, we never charge tickets. All right. We always ask for a donation, and you're all done at Unity of Richmond or Unity On Air. And they asked us to come bring our productions there. You know, they wanted us to bring them there. So that's what happened. That's what happened with those productions.
That is amazing, amazing, amazing.
Awesome.
And I hope our listeners, our audience is really listening and paying attention in reference to models and actors that go out on castings, and you're listening to a true producer, a true director that writes her products and knows what she wants to be able to see on that stage. And I heard the protocol. You come into a set, you can't change it.
Yeah, right.
That's not up to you. I heard that. And I hope that, you know, what we face even in fashion production and working on a fashion show, the scenes are set, the fashions are set. You can't walk on set and decide suddenly I'm going to change this. No, there is an order of business that the client wants to see, and the actors, the models, you must adhere to it. That falls right. Go ahead.
I want to inject, because I know you'll get this. The parents of the younger actors are the one that interfere the most. The parents, the parents just they you can't do this, and don't want you to do it this way, and he can't do this. Look, if you just don't go back in the back and sit. Okay.
Yep.
Don't try to tell us how to do what we do best, and don't try to tell us how to teach someone lines. Okay.
Yep.
And don't tell, you know what, Roy is very much into enunciation and pronunciation.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And so he has this little drill that he teaches so that you can bring your best voice forward. Right.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
And some of the parents can be the worst thing. That's why some of the actors that we had didn't work out. We had to let them go because the parents got into it. The parents got into it.
Wow.
But you have to find a nice way. And we did. We said, we're sorry. You know, we're going to get somebody else to do this. And then sometimes when it did work out, I tell you what happens. They go out and say that they did all of it and don't want to give you credit. Okay.
Oh.
Your set of skills, it makes me angry when I talk about this because one of the things that happens is when you have expertise in an area and you know somebody else doesn't have it, you need to lay back and take it in. You take it in what's happening and not try to tell somebody how to do what you're doing when this is what you do for a living. All right.
Thank you.
Come on.
Okay. And their parents, I keep going back to these parents, right? So when they don't give credit, we've had it. Look, Roy and I had to cut ties with several different, maybe at least 3 or 4, because of the parents. The parent interferes in it. So the child is cooperative, but then he gets confused inside. She gets confused inside.
Yeah.
Who to listen to, right? And then mama might get mad and say, well, look, we ain't doing this anymore, so I'm taking my son on out of this, or daughter on out of this. Okay, bye. All right.
Yep.
Yemaja, we're on the same page. We have had to let go. I can think of 2 parents with children between last year and this year. Absolutely. And some came from, if you recall, the event we did, Discover Me Showcase USA, because they felt that their child should have done better or won this or be placed in a certain area or this or that. Well, that's not up to them. And you have professional agents that were there that made decisions and selected first place, second place, third place, and offered scholarships. It wasn't up to me. It was up to the agents, but they don't like the decisions made. They don't like production, the way the child is placed in a production. I mean, come on. Yes. It's really not up to them. And I encourage parents, I hope that you're listening. I hope that you're hearing this, because if you are considering having your child come into modeling or acting, once that child steps on the set to work with the directors and the producers, your hands are off. You don't make decisions in reference to what the producers and all are looking for. Of course, in tasteful productions, you have no say so. Let your child shine, and I bet you your child will get in there and truly, truly win if you allow them to uncover that golden treasure that's inside of your child. But parents, take your hands off, please.
Yes, because they're ruining those children's careers.
Yeah, they are.
They need to look at it like that. So you basically ruined your child's career.
Yeah, and burning bridges, because the word spreads real quick in the industry in reference to particular auditions and who auditioned who. People talk. Okay, people will talk, and you don't want to blackball yourself in the business, not at all. Key points, Yemaja. Really, really good points. It is commercial time, and I'm gonna present a couple of things that are going on at Cameo Models Internationale. You know, this is we're getting into the fall season, our third quarter, and we're really excited to present the Cameo Models 9 weeks of power. Cameo Model College, it is coming up. It actually starts September the 17th. And ladies and gentlemen, be encouraged to know that we are operating on Zoom Live sessions, because we're actually talking to people from all over the country, all throughout the DMV, in the North, the Central America, and then down in the Southeast. And also we are doing Zoom Live. And a big reason we're doing that too is because we're still in COVID-19. COVID-19 is not winning. We are unstoppable, and we're still able to bring our programming and everything forward. And get ready for big Discover Me Showcase USA 2020. It is happening. We will be back at the Victory Theater Event Center on Saturday, November 21st. Get ready for that. Everybody wants to have a platform of recognition, and Discover Me Showcase USA will do that for you. So if you're coming in the industry and you really want to be with an agency that helps to get you seen and heard, gives you the recognition, it's Cameo Models Internationale. We are here for you. Tina, back to you.
Yes, indeed. And definitely, I wanted to ask, it's a lot of questions I would love to ask you, Yemaja.
Me too.
You are fabulous and absolutely awesome. You know, it's like, okay. And I did write down and prepare. So I'm like, okay, which one should I ask first? Okay. But I'm going to ask, basically, you are a phenomenal author. That is for sure. It's time to discuss your books and where we can find them. Where can we find these books?
Well, one of the books, my first book, this is my first book, so the audience can see it. It's called Couldn't Keep It to Myself. And it's on Amazon.com. And this book, the forward and the intro were done by M.A.A.I, who sung with James Brown for 32 years. And James Brown's daughter reviewed this book as well. So she went through all the poems. It's 21 poems and stories about my life. And that's on Amazon.com. And I hope I get a chance to read you a piece from that. The other thing is I'm working on 3 different books right now. And because of COVID, I've had to change my direction. The book that's going to be coming out before the end of the year or even earlier that I'm doing is called Sisters Sitting in the Blessings. And I want to read you that poem.
Ooh, right? Wow.
Okay.
And Faith Norrell, who's here, you all might know, she works at the Black History Museum. She's a phenomenal artist. She is doing the art for that book. All right. She's going to be doing art, and she's going to be working with me with that. And then there are going to be women from all over America that are in the book. It's some people in Richmond, one Canada, California, just Dallas, Texas, you name it, that the women are going to be in that book. And Sisters Sitting in the Blessed is our table that. I'm also working on a book with M.A.A.I called Soul to Soul. All right.
Okay.
And for that, Martha High is a phenomenal artistic media expression painter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She did something at the Black History Museum that we sponsored a while back here. Well, she's going to
Okay.
be doing all the art and my poetry, and I'm known as Beloved, the soulful poet. That's why it's called, she's the goddess of soul. That's why it's called Soul
Mm-hmm.
to Soul. We're working on that. We'll be working on that as well. And the other book that called The Dance of the SSS Girls. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is about being sensual, spiritual, sassy, and soulful and sexy. That's what that book is about. So that's in the work
Awesome.
as well. But right now, my primary concern is getting out sisters sitting in the blessings, because I feel like it's timely as we are, with all the Black Lives Matter, and to recognize where we are with our Blackness. I felt like my publisher said to me, Kim Ely, who Kiwi Publishing is my publisher.
Right.
And it's timely because of everything that's going on around there. So that book is all Black authors. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is art. We're going to have a dink of symbols in it. Everything is going to be Black,
Okay.
Black, Black, Black. Okay. So it's timely that it comes out. So if you would allow me, I would like to read you that poem.
Well, absolutely, Yemaja.
Yeah.
That is where I was going, and I would love for you to bless the Power Up audience with your gift of
Yes.
poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, put on your hats and get ready to soak in this flow from
Mm-hmm.
Yemaja Jubilee. Take it away.
Sisters, now what I say, you're sitting in the blessings. We are sisters sitting in the blessing all around us in this place and in this space. We're actually sitting in the blessings right now.
That's right.
Sisters, proud to be who we are. We are aware of our struggles, what they have brought us, and that they have brought us to this very, very moment. All our struggles. Sisters who are mindful of those who have walked this path before us. Our moms, our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers, our aunts, our cousins, who made their own way, that we might now reap the benefits of their struggles, and we reap the benefits of their sufferings too.
Mm.
Just to name a few, Miss Renee Davis, my Aunt Fleta Overton, my mother Marie Harris Brown, and I could name a whole other host of others. But all of those people taught us and taught me at their knees, from their knees, by sharing their prayers and sharing the lessons that they wanted us to adhere to. That's why we're sisters sitting in the blessings. Sisters who have been willing to uncover, discover, and heal the darkness, the pain, the grief, and the sorrow from every nook and cranny in our souls, so that the truth might unfold, willingly told, and so that we can be totally joyful and once again whole. We're sisters sitting in the blessings. Sisters who have refused to be beat up, told to sit down and shut up. We refuse to allow anything to hold us back and be put down by guilt and shame and all of them things that I could name. Not ever, ever, ever again. Sisters who recognize those that would harm her, deframe her, and keep her from her divine inheritance of God's rich, abundant life. Sisters who are educated, motivated, and each brimming in their own brilliance, brimming over with their own brilliance, and each knowing that there is no need to tear another one down. We don't have a need to do that because we're sisters and we're in this together, and we're sisters sitting in the blessings. We are each blessed. We have to recognize with different gifts and talents and even uniqueness. So together we can all shout, hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's dance about it. We're sisters sitting in the blessings. Sisters who can now support each other through rites of passage, moon cycles, birth cycles, growth cycles, wisdom cycles, death cycles, and hell, even hetero cycles, right? Homo cycles, and even learning how to ride a bicycle, because we ride a bicycle and we can roll along together, and together we'll go as sisters to the game that we call life, living our lives. Sisters coming together in circles all around the world to hold each other's hands, sit in silence to heal our scars and our wounds and talk about it, become the midwives of our own souls, and not always healing the pain that is visible to the naked eye. Sisters who, once they heal themselves, you act as midwives to others to be by their side so that they can learn to do the same and aid relief in trouble and help them to relieve their deep-seated pain. Sisters who are not ashamed of who they are, where they have been, and share how they are not their stories. We are not our stories, but we are keenly aware now because with God's vision, we know where we are going. Sisters who know that life is what you make it, and we can dance like David danced. We can dance the dance of life. But we also know that we have to go and be with God's flow, merging with the beats and the rhythms of life. That there is a peaceful way down deep in our souls. Sisters who can dance and celebrate and appreciate all the grace, all the mercy, all the bounty, and the blessings which God has so graciously bestowed upon us, collectively and individually. Now, I remind you, sisters, you're sitting in the blessings, and we can then declare what we've always been and what we always know, that we are still sisters sitting in the blessing because God makes it so.
Come on, sisters.
Wow.
Dance,
Awesome.
dance,
Love
dance.
it. Love it.
Dance
Love
on,
it.
sisters. Fabulous, fabulous. Yemaja,
Yes.
what a gift you have. What a gift
Yes.
of writing and expression and presentation. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Please tell everybody where they can see this poem, read it again, and what book it comes out of. Tell us again, Yemaja.
It comes out of Couldn't Keep It to Myself, which is
Okay.
available on Amazon.com. And it will be the poem that will be an anthology for the new book that's going to be called Sisters Sitting in the Blessings. It's going to be that's actually the title of it. And all the people people have written poems. They've written a letter to their younger self. They've written an essay about how they're blessed. And I asked them to not write from their heads. All right. Because anything that you get from your head sometimes is not God-given. I wanted them to sit and come in prayer and meditation and write from their hearts about how they are sitting in the blessing. So that's the new book, and that's where that poem is in the old book, but that's what the new book is about. You can get that poem there. That's where you can find it.
Well, people all over the world, if you're listening on Studio W Buzz and on CVE Global Network TV, you heard it from Yemaja herself. And boy, what a beautiful, beautiful presentation that you gave. Tina, back over to you.
Yes, and I have to say that listening to your poem gave me a feeling of peace. And I felt like I wanted to go into a meditation.
Yes.
That's what I loved about your poem. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now, given the current climate of our world now, can you offer your thoughts?
Well, one of the things that I'd like to say to the audience is do this little exercise that I learned from Dr. Christine Northrup. And she said, go back to January 2020 when the new year started, make an inventory and see where you were. See where you were physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Holistically, look at your life in January. Then move forward to March when all of this stuff started.
Yeah.
All the pandemic and everything started right where you were then. And then bring it forward to where you are now and see where you are. Because what you'll find is this. You have changed from inside out, not just from outside in. Your emotions and how you have been. And it's knowledgeable you will become about your own self. And you will recognize that this is a spiritual thing. That's what's happening now, even though it looks external and man-made, but God has a bigger plan.
Yes, he does.
One of the things it's a new world order that's coming to be. It's already changing. But when you go back and you look, think about yourself and spend time with yourself. Contemplation, meditation, journaling, just to feel where you are as a person.
Yes.
And I bet you, I could take it, you could take it to the bank, that you have changed in ways you never would have changed if you'd have kept up the pace of your life the way that it was going. Because we get so focused on the external, and God said, hey, I'm gonna slow this thing down here now, right? So you had to come inside, be with your family, closer to your family. All of that's good. But look at yourself and how much you've grown. You have grown. I know I have grown. And my poetry now has been amplified through this whole period of time. Everything has increased. So I would say, just remember to pray and to thank God every morning when you get up, because you got two eyes to see, you can move. And somebody told me, oh, they was waiting for a better day to come. They were waiting for a new day. You know what I said? You already got a new day because you woke up this morning. All right.
Yes, indeed.
It's the simple thing of recognizing your blessings that we talk about with sisters. We each have to recognize where we are, how we got there, and where we are, and not be focused on, and stop looking at the news. Stop looking at because when you watch the 5 major networks, they're inundating your mind with all this negative stuff. I'm not saying that don't keep up with what's going on, but be mindful of what you put in your head. I know people that had panic attacks doing this because they got so caught up in the news, right? So mind what you put into your mind and who you talk to. Who you talk to. Are they encouraging you and supporting you? Are they sending you blessings? Or are they cursing you? Because some people will do that.
Yeah.
So I would say that, and maintain your relationship with God, to me, has been the pivotal. It's been the basis for me. I do forest bathing. I go walk in the woods every single day. I hug trees. I walk barefooted. I talk to the trees. I talk to God, and I'm okay.
You are okay. Because,
yes, you are.
I mean, you're definitely in the flow of God in everything that you do, and I hope everybody is listening and really, really paying attention. You know, before we run out of time and we getting close to the end, we gotta put Yemaja on the hot seat. We gotta put her on the hot seat, and we got some rapid fire questions that we want you to answer as quickly as you possibly can. We want to get through these items and see what we could do to get into the flow of Yemaja. What makes her tick on a day by day basis? So Tina, we got to really roll with this because time is short and we got a few more things that we got to cover today. So Tina, let's start the rapid fire. Yemaja, you get ready. You get ready to fire it off with us, and let's get our audience excited and into the flow of the life of Yemaja. Tina, go.
What's the best part of your day?
Morning.
Favorite song?
When I rose this morning, I didn't have no doubt.
Favorite color?
Aretha Franklin, respect.
Okay. Your favorite color?
Red. Red.
All right.
What's your favorite food?
Peanut butter and chocolate ice cream from Baskin Robbins.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Favorite clothes or outfit?
Well, I don't really have a favorite outfit. I like everything to be colorful. Everything I wear got to be colorful. So everything in my wardrobe has a lot of color in it. It's not a favorite outfit, just color.
Okay. What's your favorite book?
Tapping the Power Within by Iyanla Vanzant. That was the first book that I read by her, and it changed my life.
Love it. Tina?
Favorite movie?
The Color Purple.
What is your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime is hugging trees and walking in the woods.
Okay.
There you go. Favorite travel destination?
Well, I've been many places around the world, but my favorite destination, what I like to do, is travel cross country in a car. Because that's really for America. Just drive it and go through every state. I walk in every state. I stop in every state. I like driving across country.
Yemaja, what disappoints you?
What disappoint me? I don't believe in disappointment because I think disappointments are unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
What impresses you?
A person that has a kind heart, compassion, and a person that is gentle and kind, and a person that knows their faults and accept themselves for where they are and not project them upon you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you love most about yourself?
My boldness and my brilliance and my creativity.
All right. Yes. What is your favorite quote?
You have just landed in love, made in love, by love, for love, to be loved.
You better believe it.
Awesome.
If y'all don't know Yemaja, yeah, and you get
Exactly.
into her circle, that is the truth. Okay, what is
Real
next for
true.
Yemaja? Tell us what's next.
Well, I
Yes.
have so many things. I was trying to figure out what to tell you all, because I have a lot of projects coming up.
Okay.
I think I might have sent you all that. I'm in on Purpose Women magazine this month with my poetry, and Faith A. Norrell's art is on the front, and she's in the book as
Wonderful.
well. And then I'm gonna be doing an interview. On Purpose is a group of women out of Maryland with Jenny Robinson, and they connect women to connect so that they can connect to themselves, their purpose,
Yes.
and be their purpose on earth. She's a really wonderful person. So I'm going to be interviewed by them the latter part of September. I'm also working on a podcast called Poetry in Motion, which is going to be coming up. It's going to be my poetry and my songs, or maybe Martha Hyde's songs behind it. That's going to be coming out soon. And I already told you about the book. And also, too, in November, I'm going to have my own virtual show. I'm going to do my own virtual show. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
I have a manager. I have a manager. Her name is Janelle Harris, and she's out of Tampa, Florida. And she told me, Yemaja, you need your own platform. You need to do your own platform, because I had started, with CBE, making the TV program and everything. So now I'm going to have my own. Love, Light, and Positivity is my brand, beginning in November. That's awesome.
Fantastic. That is great.
Congratulations. Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And on
Tina,
I'll be on the cover of Niche Magazine. I'll be on the front of cover of Niche Magazine, this outcoming issue.
Okay.
Also called Fabulous Women Here. I'll be speaking at there. Come bring your fab on the 18th. I have a whole lot of stuff going on. I don't, just trying to get it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to the point at the end of the show where you'll be able to get in touch with Yemaja and probably have a link to all of her upcoming activities and be able to support her in every way possible. Tina, I've got to turn it over to you for the mindset segment of our show, where today the word is love. Tina.
Yes. And what better word is there? So definitely, I pulled up the definition of that. It means an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something, an admiration, That's the meaning of love. So it sounds like to me, we should all have a passion and a great deep affection towards one another, towards our environments. And as Miss Yemaja would say, to live in love and to be loved. And even teach people how to love, most importantly, themselves. Know thyself. And that's a loving thing to do for yourself, so you can exude love to many others. So I would say the key word, and the word we should all carry, the best 4-letter word, is love. LOVE.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love, which makes me, puts me in a position of being able to segue into the next segment, which is Flory Roberts Cosmetics. We love to live a life of being fabulous, fierce, and beautiful. And so on the red carpet today, I'm going to bring everybody right on into the season. This season, the big fashion talk is all about black and white, but to complement that would be, ladies, guess what? It's reds, the reds on your lips. And I've got the luxury lipsticks from Flory Roberts to share with you. We want to talk about maybe Royal Ruby. See that up against my complexion? You can see the Royal Ruby right there. Awesome shade. And then we have vintage wine. And Tina, what's the one that you're wearing today? What's the one? What you got?
Forever Red.
Forever Red. Phenomenal. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I am wearing Fierce. Come on. Yes, indeed. I am wearing Fierce. Now, I want to talk a little bit about your lips, because a lot of ladies write to me and they said, gosh, I've got cracked lips and they're just all just wrinkled and what have you. And I say, the first thing I want to offer you to this is that you're probably dehydrated. Drink a lot of water. And then you also will need some type of a moisturizer. I'm going to share with you my everything cream, because if you use a daily moisturizer with your vitamin C and E in it and use it all over your face, including swiping across your lips, you will have the luxury lips that you're looking for with or without lipstick. Okay, so that is a problem solver right there. You want to get rid of those cracked lips and actually exude a beautiful plump lip, and you want to accessorize it with red this coming season. Okay, so there you have it. Reach out to me. I would love to be your beauty concierge. Would love to be, because what I do, it is absolutely magical in helping you to be flawless. Thank you so much for that opportunity there.
Yes.
Okay. Be sure to click on the link above, and you'll be able to find all the information that you need. You can visit the catalog or what have you. If you like, we're going to segue into the industry news, industry buzz, what's happening out there in the world. And I'm going to do this so fast. Good gosh, stay with me, because time is of the essence today. But I already share with you, you're going to see on the runway black and white. Black and white are your runway colors of this season. So you're going to see me and Tina and all coming on the show. We're going to be in a variety of different type of black and white, and always accessorize it with a pop of color. Yes, pop of color. And if you don't know where to put that pop of color anywhere on the body, remember what I just said about those lips. Put some red right there, and you'll be popping in the hottest in fashion this coming season. Now, we found out a couple of movies that are coming up this season. Hilary Swank, you can find her in Fatal. Denzel Washington's son, and he doesn't like anybody even really know that, but John David Washington, he's in a drama. Tenet, okay? And then Janelle Monáe, she is in a thriller called Antebellum. You may enjoy that. And then for family fun, we're talking about Mulan and Jurassic Park. And, you know, I'm a big music fan, and I've just been following this song all through the summer, and it's following me all into the fall. Vibrant by Stokely and Snoop Dogg. It's my flavor. I'm telling you, that song gets me moving and grooving and just jamming. And oh my God, that's my song. So that's a little bit about the industry buzz and what's happening in our industry. And we're right at the point of the show where we want to wrap it up, and we want to actually turn it over to Yemaja Jubilee and have her to comment on anything that she's brought forth to us today, and share with us how we can reach her, contact her in reference to her books, her movies, her appearances, where she's going to be in magazines. Yemaja Jubilee, it's been quite a pleasure to have us with us today. What would you like to leave our audience with?
Well, I take the love is the best. Today is about love. And what I say love is living only victoriously, not vicariously, expressing love gloriously. All right. So you have to live victoriously. You got to claim the victory.
Yes, you do.
You speak it, you know it, you feel it, you claim it, you speak it, and not live through somebody else, live for yourself, and you express it to the glory of the divine, because that's where it comes. That's indeed. And if you falter or something comes up, don't be operating out of ego, which ego means edging God out. Keep God in everything you do, and keep God in the front, in the back, in the side, because it's already there anyway. All right. It's already there. Become aware of it. And all the things that I talked about previously, you can go to my Facebook page, Yemaja Jubilee, or you can follow me on Instagram at Yemaja Jubilee. And my phone number is 434-808-2472. I'll repeat that again. You can follow me on Facebook. Look me up, Yemaja Jubilee, at Yemaja Jubilee on Instagram. And also, there's a lot of other things that will be happening that you will always see on my Facebook. And I'm going to be starting a new Facebook page called Love, Light, and Positivity real soon. So that'll be coming to, and you'll be able to keep up with some other things that I'm doing, because I got so much there that I need to separate it. But I want to thank you and Tina for allowing me to be on the show today. I enjoyed it. And thank you for the job that you do. And thank you for always emphasizing power up, excellence.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Yemaja. It's been a pleasure
Yes.
to have you with us today. Thank you so
Yes.
much for being our special guest. I hope our audience, I know that they enjoyed you. I know that they're inspired by you. I know that they received all kinds of wonderful information in reference to creating and possibility thinking and living in light, love, and positivity with Yemaja Jubilee. What an awesome, awesome special guest. We have to close the show at this
Yes.
time, and I'm going to power you up and encourage you to always believe in yourself, to use your imagination and visualization to see your dreams coming true, and affirm the fact that ain't nothing, and I mean nothing, is going to stand in your way. And use your enthusiasm as you see in me and in Tina and in Yemaja, because they
Yes.
say when you use your enthusiasm, watch out, because you can catch it from yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we all say together, you know how we do it, Tina and Yemaja. I think
Yes.
you know how we close it out too. So let's do it all together. Come on, you know what we say. On the
Yes.
count of 3, 1, 2, 3. With everything
you do, do it with
do it with
excellence.
excellence.
Do it with excellence.